And we're live. Well, technique. How's the view? Is everyone able to see into the motor? See my struggles as they unfold? Ooh, we should probably take that off too. Good call, YouTube. A little over there. A little over here. There we go. That's mine. I'm taking it. You don't need that. It looks great. Perfect. So we have that plug on done. Get that one on done. Okay, fine. Get a pick. Yeah. Back up. Here we go. Oh, gentle. All right. Oh, you don't need that. Why would you need that tight? Or that one tight? All right. We're doing something here. We're doing it. An intake manifold gasket. You enjoying the heat? You can't stand the heat. Is anyone watching? Yeah, leave it for a few minutes. Why not? You just don't need that to work with you. That's all. And we can take that one out. But up to you, huh? If you want to just do a short. Yeah. Huh. I think there's some kind of rope or something. I'm just wondering if we have like a rope or something so I can. Yeah, that. You know. It is cool, but I will make an effort with it. Excuse me, a little tool. Ooh. All right, well, it's doing something. Oh, okay. Well, that's way easier to do when you can see it, I'll tell you that. All right. Huh, there it goes. I think most of the people that would watch this video, yeah, are the guys that'd be drinking beer in their shop bored. And that's not right now. Because right now they're probably sleeping it off. When they're so hungover, they're trying to figure out what happened last night. Oh God. Going in. Yeah. All right, all the injectors are unplugged. That seems better. That's out of the way. Alternator. I think it's a 10 as well. Heck yeah. Still 0? Perfect. I think if it was nighttime, we'd have views. All right. Well, now we just got on bolt the intake. I think they use a 8 mil. Oh my God, I almost like I've done this job before. But I think before I get myself mad, I should probably replace the battery on this because it's pretty dead. Hi, Nala. You pass me a Haterade, honey. I think a feller's a little thirsty.
No, you like the white ones. That sounds bad.
Just for reference, my wife is brown.
What'd you say?
I said for reference. My wife.
Yeah.
She's brown.
Hello.
It's acceptable.
My fingers.
There you go. Yep, take the bolt with you. Taking the bolts out of the intake manifold. We're almost there. You know, oh yeah. A man is struggling. No, just try to get in the back of the firewall here. Ooh, yeah, and we're in. Is that all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, all right. That feels free. Now we just have to do the part I didn't want to mess with, which was the gasoline. Gasoline, yeah. Hey, can you grab me that blue rag over there? So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to fill that rag up with all the fuel, and then we're going to put this thing outside, this rag. So that way there it doesn't smell up our garage too much. Because there is unfortunately no way to do this without making a mess, since I can't drain the fuel system the proper way. Not like that. All right, so that was just a little bit of pressure in the system. That one doesn't make too much fuel, and it already stinks. Get out the fuel thingy. Put this with the rest of the TUs. And then I need this fuel thing to disconnect the fuel line, and this is where all the fuel is going to come running out. I can move that over here out of my way. About as much out of the way as it needs to be, I'll tell you what. And that seems just a little too large. And that's not even the worst part yet. Sure. You can can do it.
I know. You're gonna stay in there for a little bit, okay?
Bye, puppy. Up you go. Up and be gone.
But your puppy's away if you're doing the gasoline.
Uh-oh. You don't need that.
You don't need to worry about that.
My husband's gonna need
Have the garage door open?
another rag. And then, yes, the garage open. You can hit the garage. Okay. You can click it again, huh? Again. And again. And again.
Sorry about that.
Don't mind that garage door. It's happy.
You need another rag?
No. This will just be a bit of a fight. Yeah.
That was kind of and heavy. Are you regretting your decision?
No, this is pretty simple. For one, though, this cover doesn't need to be here. You're gonna need a 10 mil, and then the ratchet. Pretty crazy for how much effort it takes. Like, remember how hard that was in the 98 or in the Ford?
Ford was the worst.
And then how quick it comes out in this thing.
Yeah. But it's weird. It doesn't have that fuel pump.
Yeah, that does kind of.
Does that mean someone took it out?
Nope, means they never put it in this truck. I never grabbed pliers, but I got my leather friend. That'll work.
I don't think you ever explained what you were doing today, though.
Intake manifold gasket. We said it. All right, and then we need.
I think I can try to make this in here.
Yeah.
Because it'll be recorded. And then I can try to edit.
We don't need
I
that.
think.
Yeah. And this
What is
doesn't.
that?
It's just like a beauty cover thingy. I don't want it, so garbage.
Extra cardboard?
Extra car parts. You don't need that. Oh.
It's leaking.
Where?
I don't know where, but it was leaking. And you like put it on.
So, flip these out.
So that's the gasket that you're replacing?
Yeah. And you can see it wasn't in the best of shape. Right here. This thing was definitely on its last limb, these gaskets. And that's pretty common. Not a big deal that they are. Let's get this out of the way for now.
You can put the laptop on the stool so you can get the bench back. That might be more easier.
Okay for now. These look all right. We're definitely going to need to vacuum that. And then these. Oh, we had a little mouse nest back here for a little while.
Oh, perfect. Maybe don't breathe that in.
I don't know why they insist on putting these here.
What are those?
These are on the front and back, and it's supposed to keep the intake warm during really, really, really cold climates. And I mean, I guess I know why they do it, because, you know, like you got vehicles that are in really cold climates and they sell to all, not just one. But you can definitely see like all the leaking and where it was happening. So, especially on the further back, because everything drains backwards. So you can really see back there where all the oil was kind of leaking out. I know it reeks like gas in here, but I kind of like it.
You gonna throw those out?
Yeah, you don't put those back in. Well, a proper mechanic does.
No bird.
Hey, gorgeous puppy. But a husband, you don't concern himself with that stuff. Worry about it in a minute. Can you believe how much easier though compared to the 98? I might need a better vacuum for this. But it did something. Go empty this out in the trash can. Maybe the wife is right. Oh my God, was it full? She told me. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Not really. No, it's just a crappy vacuum. I got my de-wout in the truck. Ooh. Oh, you don't need that bolt. That's optional. I think I can reach the de-walt from either side. Let me try to get it. Oh yeah, I can reach it right here. Look at that. Professional.
These waters in here, we should probably like take them out.
They're emergency waters. You don't want to drink them, but if there was a problem, whew, it'd be helpful. Stable, steady. Still not a single view? Still not a single view?
No.
Hell yeah. Guess we could just record it and do a short. Alright, so now I gotta clean up all this. But not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's kind of crazy when you look at it, huh, Matt? Huh. The motor's just this little section. From here to there.
Yeah.
It's just that little section. All of this is accessories. They just bolt right off. Yeah. Alternator keeps everything charged. Power steering keeps the steering wheel going. Air conditioning keeps the air conditioning going. Water pump keeps the engine cool. All just simple stuff. But it's just unique to think like all of this force comes from just this piece of iron. This truck can tow 10,000 pounds, and it's just because of this tiny piece of iron. And this one definitely looks to be iron. I know they make an aluminum block, which is more sought after, the L33, but I don't think this 5.3 is that.
No.
But it's still plenty of horsepowers. It's just, I guess people like the bragging rights. Or if you were making a performance car, the LS is pretty badass. But for what we're doing, this is fine. Come on. Come on. Found it. Nailed it. Okay. Come on. Ooh, there might be something cool in there. Like this. This thing's kind of cool. Yeah. Well, just for 2.5 minutes. Because it does smell like straight up gasoline in here and in the. I knew this though, it wasn't a surprise. Only one way to find out. Fresh air. Feels like -8.
Perfect.
That's good enough, right? The neighbors don't like us already. I mean, how much more can we offer? If we make them start liking us now, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, they already grow to hate us. We can't change their philosophy on that.
Nope. You just had to get in there.
Okay, yeah, we're doing it. Where do I put this foot? Okay, ow. Where do I put?
After the latch thing on the hood.
I don't know where to put. You know what? We're gonna tuck this one. Oh yeah, huh?
What are you doing?
Well, I got to get to the back of the motor.
Be careful, it's right off the top of your head. The latch.
Hey, buddy. All right. Now we really should tape these runners off. Yeah. I don't know what I have though to try to do that with.
You have tape?
Well, no, because I need like paper towel to put in each runner. The bird want to run and get me some paper towel?
I think I have to.
All right.
Alright. I'm bringing down a roll of paper towels.
There is just the strongest smell of gasoline in here right now. I'm telling you. I feel kind of bad. But what can you do? Gasoline, yeah. Bada gasoline, yeah. Ugh. Oh my goodness, is that getting somewhere? No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning that I ate too much pasta last night, and my stomach is just right into my belt buckle.
It smells quite intense.
You want to open it more? You think we need to?
Maybe have it a little bit open.
Okay. I mean, it is -8 outside, but sure.
You know, a little bit of a. This is gonna be your shop towel.
That's good.
If you ever decide to do this in your garage, maybe don't.
Or just, have a fuel pump fuse or relay. That'd be cool. And not what this truck has, which is some kind of plug underneath the truck. You got to go searching for it like Dora the Explorer. It's important to start the motor with all of this inside of it.
You have to start the motor? Oh.
I'm kidding, hon.
I was say like me.
She's too easy, huh, guys? I could trick her. Yeah, go turn the key, hon. See what happens.
No, I'm not. You said no. Dad.
Bed to the bone. Bad. Well, the hard part of this job's already done.
Yeah?
Oh, and then some. I mean, I'm just cleaning. And then it goes back together. All right, I'm gonna try leaning on I'll lean in a belly on this again because
You lose circulation.
things are stuck. Oh, ow. Yep, here we go. Coming out. Oh.
Okay. Oh. I'm sorry, love.
You know, ow. We're okay. We're living.
I'm struggling.
Yeah. No. Why didn't I choose this way in the first place?
Because you said you needed to get in there.
When I was younger, that's how I used to work on them. I would just sit in there with my feet everywhere. But now that a man's getting old, it's not that way no more. Eh. Keep on playing. Oh, you know, it probably worked pretty good. A wire brush. Probably a jacket. I'm getting cold. Smells in here a little, huh? Whew, it's just stinking here. My neighbors will hate me. They're gonna hate us, huh?
Like early in the morning. Seriously?
Well, yeah, we had to wake up and make a live stream. Oh my god, this is gonna look fantastic.
I thought you were gonna go get a jacket.
Yeah, and then I was like, hey, I'm too lazy to put it on. So that means I have to take my.
What's in there?
I got this thingy.
Oh,
Yeah. This thing is like a workhorse right now.
the brush.
Yeah. Oh, it loves this. It's doing a good job. Oh. So I guess if we want to try to get some traction with this, we should probably do this when people are awake on a Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
But I definitely think this would get some traction. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to get thousands of views, but I'll probably get like 100 people to watch us for a little while they're free filling their cold snacks.
So we'd have to do it later in the night.
Yeah. Well, we could always do like a break thing later in the night. That's pretty easy. Yeah. Well, this is going to make a short, isn't it?
I'm hoping.
Or do you want to redo it? Or stop and just do the phone? It's not like any of you are watching me anyway. Gosh.
I'm like, oh,
It's the point. Okay, let's. Oh, yeah, we're in. Okay.
Did I just turn off this heater?
No, that chicken heater's doing something for you. I think it smells worse in here than it does in the actual other garage. Yeah. So maybe we just close this now, because I mean, I don't think we're going to make it smell much better in here. It's got to go all the way up first. And whoa, it did it. It likes you better than it likes me.
Well, I think the last time I had that issue was, I think your hand was near the sunset, or your foot.
So why don't you just open that up? I mean, it's not going to make a difference anymore.
What, the garage?
That.
Oh.
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah. I think it smells worse in there. We can blame Nala for the reason.
Oh, Poppy, you are so heavy. Oh, there's a daddy long.
He's doing long legs things. Leave him alone.
He's got pretty long. Right up there in the corner.
Yeah. He's our dream catcher.
He's a what?
He's a dream catcher.
He's not a dream catcher. More like a nightmare catcher.
No. He ain't doing nothing. He's in the off season right now. It's winter. He's just hanging out, watching me wrench,
He can't see you.
hoping a fly or something comes through in a little bit. Yeah.
He's got his eye on Nala.
Yeah. That would keep him full for a while.
Yeah. Would it keep it full for a while? Huh? Yeah, pretty girl.
Oh. Well, that's looking way better.
I just put Nala on the camera.
Nala's on blast.
Nala.
Looks way better though,
Thank you.
huh? Okay, that's my head. You don't need that. That's optional.
Elton. Elton. Good girl.
It looks like the oil pressure sensor's right there.
Good girl. Pausing. Pausing. Oh, pausing. No. Okay.
Some weird shit going on, Mom. Dad's got the mobile den apart again. Haven't I told him? There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it ever. He's just always got it apart. No car rides for a puppy. I'm gonna report a complaint.
A little complaining pup. That's you. You're a little complainer. You just want treats. Yep, treats.
Yeah.
If this dog food company wants to sponsor us, go ahead. She likes eating these.
Yeah. Nala will sell some paw picks for it.
Oh yeah, only paws.
You know.
Down the hatch. Not even gonna try to chew them.
Nope, no need.
No chewing needed.
She's already been vetted.
These are made with real peanut butter as opposed to a fake peanut butter.
Well, that's good. You know.
What place? What place?
Guess we can probably hit it with the vacuum again. And that might be about it for this. all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I think now, well, we could sit here all day with a toothbrush and really shine this thing, but I don't think it needs much more than this. But I say that, and then I don't like this. Oh yeah, look at that. That's all.
You're a little bit of a perfectionist.
That one's a little. Oh, there's still a plastic piece in there. Kind of need that out of there. Can't believe we had a mouse living in here.
Milton?
He might have. He might have came in here for a little bit. Milton was like, "I'll show you guys." I think that looks good enough. Oh, we got rib cages. Yeah, that looks pretty clean. What do you think, chicken?
That looks pretty good.
All right, now let's clean off the runners.
The udders?
The runners. This is where the, as they call it, the mating surface for the intake gasket's gonna sit. This is the only downfall of working on like a diesel truck, is everything is pretty much topside like this. And they actually make like a, they call it a topside creeper. Thing's kind of nice. It like kicks your feet out and you just kind of lay here like you're in bed.
What does it catch on?
It's just like a staircase, ladder staircase that you lay on, and it lets you kind of just lay down flat while you work on a motor, because for the diesels, you're just always like this on top of them. Everything's pretty much up here. The turbos, the oil lines, the injectors.
That might be something I might look into.
I almost bought one years ago. I was thinking about it when I owned my 7.3. It would be cool. They're just a mess with Papa.
What do you send in Papa?
Said, what do I do now, Gramps?
You idiot.
What are you doing to it now? It was fine. Nala, sound like my grandpa. The both of yous. You idiot. The truck was fine. Leave it alone.
You didn't need to do that.
According to those gaskets and all the freaking debris I've found,
It was necessary.
I wonder if this is why I like gasoline, because can you imagine how much it used to smell like gas in my bedroom? The race car garage was right above me,
Yeah,
and they'd be working on it all the time like this.
probably the same reason why Chloe likes it.
Yeah.
Because it reminds her of you.
Oh yeah, my garage always smelled like gas. I'd have something apart. It would always stink in there. Like cars.
I think Mel and I are the only ones that don't enjoy the smell.
No? Give it time, it'll sink in.
I don't think so. No, is it gonna sink in?
I don't think she cares. She's probably high as shit right now. She's got nose receptors for days. I fucking love it! Hell yeah, Dad. Do you see how like oily it is in all these runners?
Yeah.
How dirty it looks? That's the purpose of this catch can. All that oil gets brought back into this and then causes all this buildup. And then that buildup builds onto the engine and causes like fuel economy issues. And it'll also clog everything up and cause issues with the motor running properly. And yeah, that's literally why they make catch cans. Clogs everything up, if not. Not bad though, huh? It's just pretty easy.
We had one person and then they disappeared.
No, come back! We had a person. We'll just keep on going.
We had one.
We had one, and now they're gone.
And I think they were just scrolling by.
Come back.
Oh.
That's okay. I'm used to no one watching me. But that's what'll bring you guys eventually. I'm genuine. I'm not doing this for the views, the gram, the fame. I just like playing in the garage. I like this. And if you guys tend to watch, great. If not, I'm still going to be here anyway. But I'm sure there's going to be at least one friend in there that's like, I like cars. I like what you're doing. I like cold snacks. I'll grab a beer and watch this guy. I could see it, you know? That's why I'm going to die on this hill. I'm going to die on this hill. Oh, it's a little gunky in here. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to leave that alone. Because otherwise, I'm just going to suck it right into the engine, and then it's going to have problems like the freaking 98 did. I think we're just going to leave that. And, ooh, that's coming clean a little bit. So, oh, God, my belly. We'll just wipe this off a little bit. Oh, yeah. Just clean that. And all right. Oh, God. Rib cage. Engaged. So now we have to try to clean the intake as well. Ooh, first though. Oh, easy. Easy there, feller.
It's so weird, like it goes in and out. The contrast of it.
Yeah.
Like it will become like super dark and then super light and then super dark. It's strange.
Sounds like it. Good chicken. Gaskets are all in. That's for a different year truck. Alrighty. Let's deal with this piece of machinery. Whew. Alright. Want to open that garage again? This thing stinks. That's not helping our case. Yeah, you're good. Alright. Well, that probably helped a little bit. Now let's sit this like this so none of the fuel leaks out of it. And we can try to figure out if there's any cleaning we can do for a couple minutes on it. Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna need a rag, honey, quick. Faster. Well, come on.
Need another one?
Nope. Yeah, sure. Nope. I need you to just be there because you can't come over here. I didn't realize there was that much oil sticking in this thing, huh?
I did tell you, but surprisingly enough, on that mat it didn't fall.
Oh, yeah. Look at this shining up the plastics. Are you kidding me?
You don't think that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah. All right, now we just got to figure out how to like clean these mating surfaces a little bit, and then we can drop her in. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we only need like one of these. Okay, bye. We'll just go on through. Isn't it crazy how much oil's coming out of this thing?
Yeah.
And I think the part that makes that even sillier is that's all because of before I put the catch can in. All that's been sitting in like these weird little runner spots that don't move. And now that I'm moving the intake, all that oil is being moved around.
Moving it around.
So getting that last bit out is actually going to give us more.
Fuel economy?
No, but it's going to, I mean, I guess if we were to like have it on a dyno graph and look at it, it would probably show like, I don't know, half a mile in the gallon, but it's more going to give us more consistency. Sometimes the engine would kind of stumble a little bit at idle. That should remove that. Because out of nowhere, a little chunk of this oil drops into the engine and causes it not to run nicely. And then it goes away in a second, and then it runs fine again. And that's what we're going to be clearing up by getting rid of.
You need more paper towels?
No, I still got a few over there. Wow, this is just... All right, we'll put that here a minute. Here. All right, we're getting somewhere. Shine up this plastic a little more. Get this.
They're multi-purpose.
Yeah, get this out of here. And then we'll clean this up. Oh, we might want to use a brush.
That brush has seen better days.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did grab this and 50-50 shot. Ooh, I grabbed the right one the first time. So these are plastic, so it shouldn't scratch it. Here. Well, come on in here. Yeah. Well, I never. This thing is dirty.
I need to figure out the color temperature. Look. It looks super like cold.
Yeah. Well, a little cold, but.
But I mean, like the color of you.
Yeah. Careful, you can't talk much about mine.
You know what I mean.
Shout out to you, one viewer for 2 seconds. Miss you, buddy. Not a single view. It's all right.
Because I was just watching it. It's at 1
When?
right now.
And we had a view for a second?
That's me. I like it.
Good chick. This was Nala's. She, you know. She probably would have gained 30 more subs. All she would have done was scratch her ass and lick her bean.
Oh, goodness. How many weirdo do you think watch lives of that?
I don't know. Black Sheep was pretty funny yesterday about the beagle, though. I didn't see that coming. And a beagle. That was funny. Rest in peace to that guy. He was a funny dude.
A lot of his movies are funny.
Oh, he's a funny ass dude, and I think he naturally was too. I don't think it was just like the camera. I think he was just that.
He also did a lot of like of his stunts, like all that falling and stuff.
Oh my god.
He would do it on his own. It was Chris Farley or Chris Farley.
All right, Chris Farley, and then the other one was something Candy. John Candy? I don't know.
So we're gonna try to watch him for book tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I don't think she's gonna really enjoy it.
Well, there is like a teenage girl that he ends up being helpful for and loving, and she ends up loving him, and
Not in a weird.
in an Uncle Buck way. Clean up and put back together. And that's exactly what we're doing, huh, chick?
Mm-hmm.
Papa knows what's going on. You should be watching this, Gramps. You're falling asleep a while ago in the rocking chair, though, watching me. I think that I got to do this side now.
Well, you did that side pretty well.
Well enough. I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting into the runners too much because if I did that, we would have to sit here for like 2 hours and just really clean in there.
We already hit the 1 hour mark.
Yeah, we would have to like really be in there for a while. And I don't think you'd really gain all that much. Maybe a tiny hair, but not enough to notice. If this was a performance vehicle, you'd probably notice a little more. But being that this is just a little pickup truck, think I should clean the top half a little bit?
That's up to you. I don't know where you're supposed to clean.
Oh, the top is just aesthetics. The bottom is the. I'm gonna have to clean that throttle body again, though.
Oh, liquid coming out.
Where?
It's on the floor.
From this?
So, yeah. I don't know when you tilted it.
Yeah, that's the fuel. All right, we don't want to leak that everywhere. All right, so we got to keep her tilted.
Tilted tilt.
I don't really know much that I could do to this. I mean, we could scrub it, but let's just throw it in.
Use its own fuel to shine it.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I think his name was John Candy.
You've been still thinking about that conversation?
Oh, it's down. Yep. Back around.
Oh, we have one viewer.
Hey, welcome back.
We have one person.
How's it going? Welcome to the morning with me, stumbling to repair a truck. Is it still the morning? Yeah, probably.
It's about to be the afternoon.
Well, welcome to almost the
Oh,
afternoon.
he said hello all. Hi, Ronnie Farmer 7589.
Farmer? I
Yeah.
used to do some farming back in the day. I was a diesel mechanic at a farm. It was a lot of fun. Not really, but it was busy. All right, let's see how much things I can mess up by putting this back in here.
We have our first viewer.
There we go. Be a little helpful. Yeah.
Do you answer questions about car problems?
Sure. Quiz me. I'll never see that again.
He said, I have a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder SL that I replaced all O2 sensors, and now it will not start as it would before.
All right, well, that leaves me with questions for you then. First off, did you have to take anything apart to get to it? Sometimes if you disturb a ground wire anywhere, even if it's to the motor or to the frame, you know, if you had to disturb a ground wire, that could certainly cause some issues. Vehicles love their grounds, even the newer vehicles. Like the newer Dodges, if you don't have one sensor plugged in, they won't start. But my question to you more or less is, did you're saying it's not running or it's just running rough and incorrectly?
He wrote that it won't start as it would before.
So it's like a hard start, a long start, rough idle.
There's a lot of different options.
Yeah. Hey, it's in now. Well, we'll find out how much I messed up. Oh, that one's threading in. All right. First try. Also, sometimes you have to like restart the battery and things like that. You know, sometimes a vehicle gets used to running terribly or running incorrectly. And then when you give it a new part, it doesn't know what the hell's going on. So could be as simple as leaving the battery disconnected overnight, letting it charge down. when I disconnect my batteries and I'm trying to reset a computer like that, a lot of times I will take the battery out and try to start it a few times. Obviously, it's not going to start, but doing that allows the computer and the batteries to kind of dissipate that last bit of electricity. So after you're done using it for the day, just disconnect the battery, turn the key a couple times. It obviously won't do anything, and then leave it overnight. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes the keep it simple, silly method really does help. There's been quite a few times I've tried to reinvent the wheel to come to find out it's just, a ground or something simple. Yeah. Well, that's plugged in now. Oh.
What vehicles did you change your O2 sensors?
My O2 sensors? I had a Silverado, kind of like this. I had an 06. I've done it on a Nissan Armada. I've done O2 sensors on 240 SXs, the Subaru WRX. It's over here. Mazdas, all kinds of vehicles.
So he responded, he said, before it would idle as normal, just now powered to the wheels after having caps replaced, but they didn't replace the O2s, so I replaced them with no problem, and it ran for about 10 minutes.
So it tells me that it's probably got to be something computer related, because if the vehicle ran and then it got its parameters understanding that something's different, that would be my understanding, is that it's going to be computer related. I'd probably leave the batteries disconnected. Another trick you can do if you don't want to leave it overnight, you want to see an answer fast, you take both terminals, the ground and the positive, off of the battery, take the battery out of the vehicle, and you attach both wires together, the negative and the positive. Once again, no battery in the vehicle, that's gone. And you leave those two together, tape them up or whatever, leave it like that for a half hour, and you can come on back and that'll drain all the electricity out of everything. And then you can put the battery back in, put the terminals back on, and give that a try. That's a pretty good way to reset. I've had to do that occasionally in the past. Where in the heck did that socket go? Oh, there it is. All right.
Hopefully that answered your question.
Hopefully it does something. I mean, it's definitely going to do something, but it sounds to me computer, because if it ran and then it doesn't, that's not going to be something wrong with, the engine, or if it ran and then it doesn't, that's computer usually.
So he said if we had done that, not for me.
All right. Yeah, definitely give it a little more time and try that out. Another fun step you can try to do is grabbing like a little scan tool. So they sell cheap ones, like the Advanced Auto, or you can get a little more of the advanced one. But sometimes looking at those voltages can really give you an answer. Also, though, I'm not saying you didn't do your research, but sometimes O2 sensors are very specific to vehicles. And Amazon and other places, heck, even the parts store, they can get it wrong sometimes. So maybe just verifying the part number matches exactly to what your vehicle needs, because there's 4-wire, there's 5-wire, there's all kinds of different voltages and heat temperatures on those O2 sensors that can be very important. So
definitely gotten wrong parts before.
Even from the parts store, and it's not a credit to them. I'm sure they're looking at their computer too, and it's giving them the wrong info. But that's another thing to kind of just keep in mind, is maybe the part number is not exactly matching what your vehicle should have. Sometimes asking the ChatGPT can be helpful too, about what part number or what O2 sensor. Just out of curiosity, when you go to type me again, is it the second O2 sensor further down, or is it closer to the motor, the first O2 sensor? Because I think the second one after the cat is more important. I think. A lot of the newer stuff like he has, they're going to have a minimum of 2, sometimes 4. A lot of the newer vehicles, they, emissions, they like to make sure everything's like it should be. So they can be pretty busy with sensors and plugs. What's that?
I feel like the neighborhood from
Glad to be. I love cars. Sometimes they don't love me back, but I love them. Bank 2 before the cat. Huh. Well, that tells me that it's a V of some type, either a V4 or a V6. I don't know much about those Nissans that you're talking about, but if it's before the cat, I mean, it's still obviously very important. Another thing to really check on is sometimes those wires, they get melted onto the exhaust. Sometimes there's a burn mark or a cut mark in them. If that grounds out on something, that could certainly cause it. 10 minutes of driving and then now the motor shaked a little bit and touched the wire against something metal. There could be like a break in the cable or something uneven. I'd say if that resetting doesn't work, it'd probably be really good to get some type of a scan tool and be able to kind of watch your sensors and give you a really good answer. Because with these newer technology vehicles, it's not like the 90s, you know, which were awesome and simple and you could unplug everything and it would still drive down the road. These new things, you really gotta have a scan tool of some type, you know, and if you go to the shop, you're gonna spend hundreds and hundreds of just on a diagnosis. So sometimes getting a proper scan tool is kind of well worth it. For me, I ponied up a little bit of money and got a fancier one. This one was probably about $300. It's called Think Car, and they have different flavors and varieties of these, more expensive, cheaper. But something like that, you can go in and see everything on the car. You can get answers. The more you can know, the more you can, you know, diagnose and solve. Something like this, I mean, you're going to pay a shop, you know, probably $400 or $500 for them to look at it anyway. You could pick up one of these, and now going forward, any type of vehicle that you're working on or in the future, I mean, vehicles are going to have problems. This will work. Might be well worth it.
So I asked you to see the bank 1, sensor 1, bank 2, sensor 1, but connectors look very similar.
Oh.
If they're swapped, it can run terribly.
Sometimes they're color coordinated, those sensors. Like the connectors are color coordinated.
He also wrote, right, I found that the connection was melted together and had to hardwire them. I have a Maxicorn 808, but not showing anything.
So I'm not familiar with the Maxicorn, but I'm Matco, maybe that's what you were trying to say. So I'm guessing that must be like a scan tool. Maxicon.
My glasses.
Oh, either way, it probably sounds like you have a scan tool that's giving you some kind of info. And yeah, that's definitely quite a unique one that you're kind of going through. And it sounds like the vehicle is responding to what you're doing with it. Have you tried? I know you just said you put those connectors together, or spliced them, but maybe unplugging it and seeing what the vehicle does then. Because I mean, most of the time a vehicle does run without an O2 sensor. It just runs rich, or it'll give you check engine lights. It might reduce power, but you know, if you unplug them all and then find that the vehicle's running better, maybe, you know, maybe try to get a pigtail and get a a new O2 sensor. Maybe something's wrong with it. It's weird that the information's not giving you an answer, but then again, I mean, eliminating it and realizing the vehicle runs better, that might be all it kind of takes. Could be as simple as that. Sucks though, because you cut the connector, so now you probably can't get your money back on that O2 sensor if you need to replace it. But you know what? It's way cheaper than going to the parts store. I mean, like a mechanic shop rather. Yeah. Ain't it? I find as long as you don't give up and you just keep playing and trying and playing and trying, eventually you will figure it out. Sometimes it takes going in the house, getting a cold snack, having a beer or a soda.
I reconnect with them probably
Have you tried it though with them disconnected now and seeing if it runs any different? I know you're saying you soldered them and it kind of stinks to have to cut them, but if you're saying the engine's not running properly with them connected, maybe having them disconnected and seeing if the vehicle runs any better to try to eliminate the fact that maybe the O2 sensor's mad now. And maybe if those were melted while the vehicle was running, it could have done something to the O2 sensor. I mean, it's not a lot of voltage they run on. It's like 1.5 volts or something. So if something shorted out or messed with it, I'm sure they're very sensitive, you know?
No, I have not, but I will.
All right, cool. I'd be really curious to know the answer when you're done with it. I mean, one way you could maybe just let me know in one of the comments, you know, when I post a video or something. I do a lot of YouTube shorts. If you sent me a comment on it or a message, that'd be cool. I'd love to know the answer. And if not, I'd love to try to figure it out with you. I like cars. I like to know what answers are what. Well, those 5 are in. Let's move to this side again. Excuse me, everything. One, 2, 3, 4. Must be a 5th back there. I can't see it. Oh, yeah, I found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I gotta go get a magnet. I'll be back. Oh, ugh. My back. Woo.
He also said, I'm not a mechanic, I guess just a parts changer, LOL. Thinking it wasn't getting fuel, I wanted to replace the fuel filter. The filter is made in the pump and replace all fuel injectors.
Yeah, and fuel's a pain because you don't get really any codes for fuel. You could have a bad fuel pump, you won't get any codes. The only code you'd ever get is like an O2 sensor code for lean. Fuel is definitely one of the worst ones to try to track, for sure. So replacing the fuel pump and the filters and the injectors, I mean, that about eliminates all of it aside from, you know, plugging a little thing into the Schrader valve and getting a test to tell you how much fuel pressure you have. And sometimes that can be a pain because you got to take the hood off the vehicle so you can see it under load while you're driving. Although your vehicle, it's newer, it might have a sensor. So if you have one of those scan tools like you're talking about, it might tell you your fuel pressure.
He said he had a bad injector, so he replaced all of them.
Well, that's the way to do it. That's good. I mean, you're saying parts changer, but you're doing quite a bit of stuff. Give yourself a little more credit. How much money you think you would have paid at the shop to go get that done, you know? You're saving yourself money.
I never done the math with all the things you've done. You probably saved like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah. And that can be just for one visit. What do you mean?
we responded with, yeah, it's boggling, but I will de-wire that O2 sensor and see if that'll work.
Yeah, that'd definitely be my first part to check. I don't know, maybe there's like some kind of, not that you wired it wrong, but now it's mad and it's got some kind of grounding issue and it might not show up on the computer, but it's certainly showing up on it if it's making it not run right. It's definitely upset. But the best part is it's not like a small one. You know, if you got like something like that going on, once you fix it, you're going to get your answer instantly. So I know those can be kind of discouraging and a little bit sad to go through, but those are the kind of ones you want, because once you fix it, you'll know instantly. And there's nothing better than that, because the ones that you not sure that you fixed it, and you get the family in the vehicle and you go for a drive, those aren't the ones you want to be on the side of. So
What was it from the 98? It was like the mass flow sensor or something you changed. It was like underneath the 98, and we had it.
oh, it was the crank position sensor.
Yes, something like that.
The dang crank position sensor left me almost on the side of the damn road. But I always leave my parts that I replace in the vehicle for a few weeks, because I'm not going to lie to you, I buy Amazon everything. If I can buy it for cheaper, I will buy it for cheaper. Sometimes I cry later about it, but I don't know. That's just the way I do it. I like to be cheap about things. Not too much. I'm starting to put everything back together. The intake's put together, like the screws are on it. I just got to put all the injectors in, put the catch can back together. The wiring needs to be a little more cleaned up. And then, unfortunately, this throttle body got all gunked up. So there's nothing crazy, but I got to take it apart and just clean it. It won't be bad though. Definitely try to get a hold of me if you're still watching. So when you take it apart, I'd love to know the answer. And if not, I'd love to try to give you a little more advice or help and try to figure out what it could be.
Kind of hard to diagnose without being able to look at it.
It's definitely a little tricky, but not impossible. We'll get through it. Oopsie. All right. All 4 of those injectors are put in. That side looks to be about buttoned up. Maybe that goes underneath that. Goodness.
He said now if it were to run after I disconnect the O2, do I just leave it off or wire it back while running?
Might be kind of hard to get your mittens in there and wire it while it's running. I'd say if it does repair your issue that you're coming into, next step I would be looking at is a new O2 sensor. I know you're saying you just replaced it and it's new, but if something got fried or melted or wires crossed, or they're very sensitive, these things. Hell, it could have been dropped in the box before you even touched it, at the shop when you bought it. So if something's wrong with that sensor, I think that might be your problem. And if you cut it and it works, then I'd say, probably replace it. But when you cut those, I'd almost say disconnect the battery, give it a couple minutes, connect the battery back up, and then try it from there and see if you get any difference of a result. And then give it that 10-minute mark, because you said after 10 is when it started to give you issues. So give her that 10 minutes to make sure she's happy. And if not, then, you know, got to move on to the next steps. Which would be relocating his favorite bar to 10 minutes away. All right, I'm glad to help, and please let me know. Yeah, man, take care. Thanks for coming by for a little bit. Attempts were made. So, oh, well, that's not good. No, that's actually not that bad now. Should we maybe invite Chloe back down now? She said she wanted to help me. That's what I was thinking. Did he take off on us?
I think we had a new viewer in the room.
Okay.
Want to say?
Is there someone in there right now though?
No.
Oh. Yeah, we
Because
can
I'm gonna
we can end the live stream then, and then have Chloe come down here to give me a hand with this. But I think we might have gained a sub.
think so, but you want to end this? Like, how is it done? Can I try to create this into a short?
Yeah, this is pretty much done. I mean, I still got to put some covers and connectors back together. And then I got to verify that the intake is, or that I put the injectors in the right spots.
Do you want to just do a little outro?
Thanks for tuning in. Another one for me. Nope, we're going to do that again. It takes 2 or 3 tries. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, thanks for tuning in for another one of me taking on this journey of an intake manifold gasket. Couldn't have done it without you.